my shoulders aren't scrunched up around my brain anymore. Hello, darlings. Like pretty much everyone, I've been feeling a little burnt out, a little overwhelmed. A lot's been going on. Work's been really intense. Now, I love my job, absolutely love my job, but everyone is so emotionally up here lately that it takes a lot out of me. And I realized I really hadn't given myself permission to sort of just stop and breathe and creatively recharge. So I decided to take a week off of work, not travel too far from home, a little bit of a staycation, and really just let myself creatively recharge. So there's no big projects in this video, there's no big transformations, there's no big to-dos. There is some fabulous thrifting, there is some relaxing, there is some letting our brains rest, because sometimes the best thing you can do for your creativity is genuinely to just let it rest. So this is a week of no to-do list, of me really just getting out, enjoying myself, letting myself rest, recharge, do some things that I really enjoy, like thrifting. I'll show you everything I got at the end. Yeah, come with me as we rest, relax, recharge. My first stop this day was one of my absolute favorite thrift shops in the city. It's a little independently owned one in the Mission called Paquitos. I'll leave their information below, but they always have just really, really competitively priced things that are super fun. Like, I can't believe I didn't get this Franzia shirt or this dress. I'm looking back at this and I love this dress. I don't know why I loved it. I headed to Community Thrift, which I usually don't have great luck with clothing there, but I really do have good luck with things like home goods and books. I absolutely love their book section. It's quite huge, but they did have some cute things in terms of clothes, but again, the books for me are really where it's at. Local Goodwill with the local wildlife. I found this painting. I felt so bad for Jake. Jake, your parents don't love you anymore. Just kidding. But there was tons of art and things at this one. I was able to dig through the bags and actually find a fantastic little gem. I'll show you later. Every fiber in my being, I wanted this skirt to be my size. It's fitting right into my sort of 90s Baroque aesthetic right now. It was probably just a little too small, but I was not in the mood to try anything on, so I didn't. I loved it. And this wrapped up my thrift store crawl for the day. The next day, the wife and I packed up the car and we headed down to Carmel Valley, which is different than Carmel by the Sea. Carmel Valley is a little wine country in the Central Coast, a little inland in California, and it is just beautiful. We stayed at a little rental owned by some friends that is just filled with really funky art and really nothing to do except lay by the pool and read, which we did for 2 whole days. And we stopped at a cute back patio cafe and headed back home.
watching my dog sun himself on the deck was making me so happy. But what wasn't making me happy is the state of my backyard. It's just been a bit neglected lately for lots of different reasons. And the weather we've had here has just sort of decimated it. So my poor little apple tree here is overgrown. It's sort of an apple bush. And my little walkway is just full of these dandelions. Hello, ladybug. So I thought that me and little man here could maybe take care of this. I put on the headphones, cranked some disco, and really got to work. You'll see the aftermath in a little bit, but I was really digging in the dirt and getting in and under all of the shrubbery and really cleaned this out. The sign of yard work well done, covered in thorns and blood.
As promised, I'm going to show you what I did pick up at the few thrift stops that I made. I didn't get too much. I sort of only got one thing at each spot, but I got some really good stuff. So first off, I got this blouse. I'm having a real moment where I'm loving a sort of 80s, 90s Baroque outfit sort of moment. So I found this blouse. I'm very excited to wear it. It's from Notations. You know. Oh, I love it. I'm very into it. It's a little wild. It's very me right now. I thought that was super fun. And I was really lucky to find this 1970s vintage terry cloth with pockets, sort of nautical themed skirt. So living in San Francisco, I don't have a lot of summer wear, and I'm realizing I need stuff, when I do go somewhere that is a little warmer, I need stuff that isn't quite, you know, sitting by the pool stuff. Something with actual structure. So, got this very cute, very nautical 70s terry cloth number. Absolutely adorable. I feel like this was such a score. I couldn't believe it. I found this. This gorgeous Bohemian glass vase. Haven't decided if I'm going to keep this for me because I do like it. It does go with the color scheme in my living room. But it also could be very gift worthy, so I'm not quite sure if this is going to stay with me or be gifted, but I absolutely love it.
So yes, I did bring home this very canary yellow Tony bag, which is a great brand, and this bag of vintage, old, used sewing notions. I'm really excited about the roller cutter and kind of all of the other little tools in here.
And again, this little trip, this last week, going to the thrift stores wasn't about buying stuff that I need. None of these are needs, right? But it was about letting myself just really relax, really enjoy the moment, have a good time, and just sort of pick up things that inspired me, that I enjoyed. And so I did. I felt like it was a little way to treat myself, treat my creative brain, take a moment to rest and relax, just truly enjoy the experience of being out and enjoying the thrift shops. You know, I actually do feel so much better than I did a week ago. Did I take the week fully off? No, there were still emails to be answered and things to do, but the fact that I didn't have a hard and fast to-do list, I didn't take any clients, I really do feel like my shoulders aren't scrunched up around my brain anymore. I really do feel more relaxed. I do feel more creative. Like everybody, I think sometimes I forget why I started doing what I do in the first place, and you know, it can feel a bit rat racy. As much as you like your work, even if it is creative, it can still feel very much like work, right? And I'm a big believer in taking the time, the breathing space, the vacations. to really recharge and to really reconnect and to remember that it is productive to let your brain rest. And yeah, you know, even though I was physically doing things like getting beat up in my garden, seriously, I ended up having to throw away the shirt that got covered in blood and sticky thorns because I could not get the sticky thorns out. But even that was meditative. Even that was relaxing. It's a simple pleasure to do something with your hands and see that effect. So here's your reminder, and mine. It's not lazy to rest. It's necessary. Your creative brain needs space to breathe. It needs time to wander, and your soul needs simple pleasures. At all times, but especially right now, right? And all of this really has nothing to do with being productive, although it is, right, in the long run. But it is about engaging in the moment. Because honestly, not everything needs to have a purpose. Some things can just be beautiful. Some things can just be restful. Some things can just be peaceful or good for their own sake. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, at your sort of creative limit, I want to challenge you too. I want you to try this. I want you to pick one thing that makes you happy, so that maybe has no purpose at all. Maybe it is gardening, maybe it is, you know, cooking. Not that those things don't have purpose, but you know what I mean. They're not necessarily on a deadline. But I want you to choose one thing that makes you happy, whether it is just going to the thrift store, whether it is sitting down and knitting, whatever it is, and I want you to just do it for the sake of doing it. For the sake of resting your brain and engaging in a thing that makes you happy. Not for product, not for productivity, not for consumption, not for content, not for documentation. Just do it slowly, do it intentionally, and let it be a gift to yourself and to your brain. And until I see you next time, take care of yourself. Take time to recharge. Your creativity will thank you for it. And if you want to follow along with me rediscovering my creativity, me spending a year engaging in creative projects, hit subscribe, follow along, and hopefully I'll see you next week being just as refreshed and recharged as I am now. We'll see. Crossing fingers. So until then...